Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to some more Skyrim. Now, I just spawned back into the game, loaded it up, and we instantly got given a mission, which is called From the Ashes. Apparently somebody has accidentally summoned an Ash Guardian, and it is running amok in this town, which I can see right there. So, we've got that bow already. Let's ping this thing down before... Oh, it's quick, isn't it? Where's the bugger? There we go, I hit it. I got a critical strike as well. There it goes down. Oh, that was a tricky one. Where did it go? Where's his body gone? Huh. I was going to loot it, but it seems to have disappeared. So, I don't know how that happened, because literally I was just stood at this guy's door and I instantly got the mission, so... This is the guy I was going to come and speak to anyway. The guy who, you got to float up to see him, haven't you? The guy who took us to get that black book in the last episode. Float up. So we've got to remember as well that we need to... Someone else is using it up. It's already gone up. Ayla's already gone up.
Hold still. Let me get a good look at you. Incipient madness, loss of self-awareness, black spots in the whites of the eyes. Any of the documented indications of Hermaeus Mora's permanent influence. No, you look fine. Well, at least no different than when I first saw you. Who? Oh, him. Well, I assume you killed him. Or Hermaeus Mora turned on him when you looked like the winning bet? Or a bit of both? Mirak's influence has vanished from Solstheim. So, I assumed you handled things. Why? Did something interesting happen? Well, that is what you hero types do, isn't it? I wasn't expecting anything less. Now all that's left are these black books. It's a shame I haven't located any more. So much more to learn.
What are you doing?
Have you seen Varona? I'm hungry. What? That fool. His incompetence made this mess. Let's see how he decides to clean it up. I'm running low on heartstones. If you have any with you, I'll buy one. Otherwise, I can tell you where you might find one.
Heartstones?
Every time the Red Mountain belches, more of them land here. Look around for impact craters, exposed rock, that sort of thing. You may need to pick away at it to pry the hardstone itself loose, but you look strong. A good luck.
Anything else?
Well, find her. Tell her I want apple cabbage stew with some canis root tea. Obviously not, or you would have a cup of tea in your hands. I suppose you want to be asked nicely. Very well. Please, O hero of Skyrim, please find Varona. I shall be ever so grateful.
This guy's a bit of a dick, isn't he? He's a bit, isn't he? So there's any more missions with this guy?
The city was destroyed. It took decades for us to rebuild. We are still but a shadow of our glorious past, but someday we will rise again.
Nothing interesting.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I can. The question is, should I? I suppose if it's going to be done right, I'll have to do it.
Oh, we can actually teach me some more enchanting. Nice. I'll take 5 levels enchanting off you straight away then, mate. Oh, you can't take me any higher than level 90. Okay. What do you have for sale
Mostly
then?
staffs. They're my specialty.
Anything good? Yeah, a lot of staffs, yeah. Nothing we really need then, is there? Is there anything we need to get rid of? Yeah, there is some stuff we need to sell, isn't there? Should we keep Mirak's staff, I think? We'll keep Mirak's sword. You can have these two here, though. Apparel, you can have that. That. Have all of these. We'll keep Mirak's full set of armor and we'll put it up on a pedestal when we get home. Light armor, health, left hands. Okay. Okay, a lot of stuff there then.
Oh, yeah.
You, my man.
Have you dealt with the Ash Guardian?
Yes, I have.
What a relief. Master Neloth surely would have punished me.
I've already told him, mate.
I don't have any gold to pay you with, but I can give you the staff.
Staff of reanimation added.
No, it turns out that the spell requires a heartstone to cast
he's
properly.
gonna give us.
I didn't have one with me when I cast it. If you cast the spell without a heartstone, it attacks anything in sight.
Right, have you seen Varona?
Neloth keeps me very busy with spell research. Ask Alenia. She and Varona seem to be quite friendly. This is Master Neloth's tower. He's a Telvanni wizard. You've never heard of the great houses of Morrowind? House Telvanni is the house of the Master Wizard, one of the ruling houses of Morrowind. Master Neloth is one of the oldest and most respected members of House Telvanni. Not so much with as for. I am Master Neloth's apprentice. He's teaching me the art of sorcery. Well, he is a very great wizard. It's a great honor for him to have taken me as his apprentice. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his experiments. Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. Yes, but don't...
I'll tell you what, we'll just get as much training as we can while we're here. We've got tons of money now, so we might as well go for it, mightn't we? Oh. Why can't I be trained anymore at this level? Okay, I need to level up then before I can train.
Alright
more.
then.
Anybody else around here who can teach me of it? Is this class as stealing? It is classed as stealing, okay. Anything else around here? Oh. For some reason I thought it was like a window, it's not just like a mist. Anybody else live up here that I can speak to? Requires a key for his special door.
Have you found Varona yet? I could really
Nothing
use
else,
some
okay.
tea.
I think we're done up here for now, then we'll go back outside and speak to a few people. There's quite a lot of missions in this little town, so I need to try and find them. We've got 2 of them already, but there's actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 different missions in this one town. And we found 3 of them. We completed 1. So I dare say we start talking to other people, we'll start to find some more missions. It's worth just grabbing as many as we possibly can first. That way we can go off and blitz them all in one go, rather than messing around. The steward's house. Problem is with the quest list that I've got is it doesn't tell me. There's no one in this house, is there? It doesn't tell me who gives the missions out, just where they are, or what town they're in anyway. So there's no one in that house. Is there a house up here, I think? Yep. Is there anything else over this way? No, so this is the last house on this side. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 more the other way. Should be some people around here, surely. Where's the people? Aha, person. It's only 1 person, but what
I hope you're not expecting... Sarah, is it tea time already? Well, Neloth's just going to have to wait. Varona went to Raven Rock to arrange for supplies.
Well, that makes it easier.
Sure,
then.
light your steps.
So she's in Raven Rock looking for some supplies. So we can find her easy. Now, sort of killing 2 birds with 1 stone here by talking to all these people, aren't we? So this is the last one we haven't been into. This one, I think. Take that. To eat some of that in a bit and find out what it does. We can start making. We haven't done potions in a long time. We should do that when we get back before we head off to the next mission. Talk to me.
Damn that man. He's been totally unreasonable. That fetcher told me to fix his house. If I don't, he'll find a new mycologist who will. Decades of loyal service, and he'd just throw me out like yesterday's breakfast. 3 taproots soaked in the headwaters of the Harstrad River. I'm an old woman.
Instead of a mission.
I can't possibly make that trip. It's way too dangerous. If you get some taproots, I'll pay you to dip them in the headwaters and bring them to me. It's special to the Spriggans. They seem to like to gather there. Something about the waters attracts them. There are bound to be some there, so be careful. She left for Raven Rock hours ago. She promised to bring me back some fresh blisterwort. Where do you think? You have to cut it out of a Spriggan, although sometimes you can buy them from alchemists. I am his mycologist. He may have grown Tel Mithrin by himself, but I nurture it. Mushrooms and fungi are my life's work. When I saw Tel Mithrin, I knew I had to be here. I've learned so much since then. Me? No. That's Master Neloth's doing. I wasn't even born then. It's Telvanni magic at its best. He brought the cuttings with him from Morrowind, and used sorcery to grow them. Yes, that was a lifetime ago. I was just a young girl when Red Mountain erupted. Master Neloth was already old. My mother put me on a boat to Skyrim. The last time I ever saw her, she was standing on the dock as my ship sailed away. I've got the best selection of mushroom and fungi.
Put a bit of crap in it, really. She's got a bee. She's got some interesting stuff here and there. Health potion recipe. Nothing of much use to us, is there really?
Azora, like your...
Okay, so we got one more. Move out the way, Ayla. We got one more mission. I'm assuming some of these ones that I've got on my list might end up being...
Another wanderer. I suppose you'll be wanting potions.
Might end up being like chain quests. Because a lot of them, looking at my list, a lot of them are for that Neloth. So I think there might be some train quests. Right. So if I go onto our quest list, if I get rid of that, find Varona.
Neloth was still a clan leader.
That does add it onto our map then. Oh, she's actually up here. Okay, she's not far away then.
Varney, the way he carries on.
Said she was on her way to Raven Rock, but she might have been caught up in some sort of fights. We do have one taproot on us already as well for the other mission. That's also just no second ago. What is that? Is that thing alive? Something about this area that's freaking me out a little bit. Who are you?
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before. This is Dusty. I personally trained her from Alava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in traveling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let it go off on her own, but she insists on staying here. We get by trading odds and ends with the locals. I've decided to stay here and make sure she passes in peace. It's the least I can do for her. Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now. What would you like to know? The blast from the volcano wiped most of them out. Found Dusty in a small cave on Vardenfell. Silt Strider cocoons are pretty tough. Mostly for transporting goods and people. They were pretty commonplace in Morrowind, but that was ages ago. A Silt Strider carapace is so strong it can withstand the harshest of weather. Even the legendary sandstorms of Vardenfell's Norlag Armor region were said to barely make a dent in them. Of course, that's flesh now.
enough about this.
Until next time.
I read the history of Morrowind. So this is a Sylph Strider. It's terrifying. Terrifying. Right. Let's continue on looking for Varona. Is she moving, or is that Varona there being attacked by these things here? Ash Spawn. Tell you what, these buggers are tough, aren't they? He's just standing there taking my arrows in the chest. These are just iron, they're not dragon reborn, you know? So that's Varona there, I think. Laid out. Whoops, I may have set the wrong man on fire. Oh, why, Ayla, why did you kill him for? Ayla, that's a dick move, that was. It was a real dick move. Right, let's, Can I bring him back to life? Because I don't know if he's important or not, so magic... restoration... Resurrect.
Yes. Need something?
Have you got anything for sale?
Take a look.
Have you got anything good for sale? Iron arrow, you just got a bunch of arrows. I'll buy them all just because we need them.
Alright then.
Alright. Well, luckily enough... Oh, did I shoot her in the head as well? Well, she's dead, which is not good. I suppose we better go back and tell him she's dead then, I suppose. Not really much else we can do, but I'd say it's, I believe a lot of our missions look like they must just go in this one area by the looks of it. Just keep speaking to this one guy. Do need to level up as well at some point then, so we can get a, so we can get some more conjuration training. Might as well get as much training as we can. I keep forgetting about training. It's such a simple yet effective way of leveling up quickly, because at the moment we're struggling to level up a bit, aren't we? We've got to a point where things are a bit stale on the old leveling up side. Short of me legendarying the... Should we legendary our archery again? Can we do that? Can I double legendary the archery? Oh, didn't knock my entire desk over there. Speech is 100. Lockpicking is 100, yeah. Can I legendary this again? Can. Let's do it. I've got to do it, haven't I? Just to try and speed it up again. It takes away all our perks, but it means we can start to speed things up again and get some more levels up. The first few levels are so quick and easy as well. Just means we're going to be a bit weaker for a bit, but I don't think that's a major problem. We've done the main boss. So there shouldn't be too many difficult things we're going to come up against. Ayla keep getting in this before we do. Right, nail off. Unfortunately, I found your little friend. She's dead. She deed.
Have you found Varona yet? I could really use some tea. Dead? Well, that's annoying. How did she die? There are more and more of those things showing up around here lately. I suppose you'll have to find me a new steward. Try Raven Rock. They are in awe of me there. I'm sure almost anyone would be willing to serve me. Excellent question. Once word gets out, there will be a lot of people to choose from. Someone with a brilliant mind and a robust physique that is blindly obedient would be ideal. Oh, and they need to know how to brew tea. Ulves always waters it down. Yes, Hameas Mora is devious, but then so am I. Now, it's only a rumor of a whisper of a conjecture, but I think this is the place. Now hurry. That book might contain the final secrets of Xerxes for all we know.
Right, so he does know where a book is now as well.
Don't take too long finding me a steward.
So we need to find him a steward, and we know where one of the black books are. So how are the black books going to work? Are we going to get knowledge from them? Are we going to get like skill points? Are we going to get buffs? I don't know actually. It's an interesting little thing that. Let me just mark off my list that we've got that one. Which one are we doing? Lost knowledge. Was that just one of his missions? Oh no, yeah, lost knowledge is just one of his missions. Okay. Okay, so we've got a new mission for him then, right. So find a steward, show a map. It did say Raven Rock, didn't it? So it won't show me on the map, so we just have to head over to Raven Rock, I suppose, which is... Where is Raven Rock? There it is. So who are we going to have to find to be his steward? Interesting. Interesting. I'm sure we'll just chat to people and something will happen eventually, won't it? You there?
I hate to break it to you, but there isn't a scrap of ebony left in me.
Your visit here would be tolerable. I'm perfectly content with my current position. Remember, we're watchers.
You look able to venture up. I could never leave Adril behind, and he will never leave Leril. Besides, I'd never work for Neloth. I heard he cut the heart out of his former apprentice. Good journey, traveler.
You.
Anything you can offer, please. I'd saw off my own leg for a septim. You couldn't pay me enough to do that. Thank you, Outlander. Another day of misery. Welcome to Raven Rock, Trap. And leave my farm? No, thank you.
Fethis, I'm quite busy at the moment.
Next time you're hungry, stop by. I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
Some
My
random people
husband
here.
Vendel feared visitors would shun.
Miserable. My father needs me. He can't run his market stand alone. Besides, Neloth is loony as skooma-headed. And don't look at me like father to import a white man. Would he give me skooma? I might do it for some skooma. Come back when you do. This island's nothing but a pile of rubble. What's the
Okay, so she'd do it for some skooma. What the bloody hell did you buy skooma from then?
I know why you're...
If you're looking for any exotic ingredients, just ask. After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up
I thought
in
this said, will you
Morthal,
teach me
where
about
we took up
alchemy?
temporary residence.
I didn't read it very well, I just saw the word alchemy was going for it.
Alchemist. I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit. It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help. Not on your life. I'd sooner try to swim back to Windhelm.
I like training alchemy.
You already know all that I know.
Okay.
Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients.
Who is going to be stupid enough to become that guy's new steward?
I work
I'll
for
give you this.
Mogul. You got a problem?
Not on your life.
Fethis, I'm quite busy
I'd
at
have to
the
be
moment.
truly desperate to do that. The most well-known stronghold is Nushnik Yal. Here, I'll mark it
Don't
down
care if
for
we
you.
still have friends at the East Empire Company or not.
Until next time.
They abandoned us
Mogul
long ago,
doesn't
so
lend
your
coin to
contacts are
outlanders.
meaningless here.
Look
That's it.
somewhere else.
Remember,
Want to buy anything, or just laugh at our misfortunes? The question you should be asking is, what don't I? If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it. Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up. Take a look.
Do you have any skooma? I need skooma, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal. No skooma here, is there? Where can I find some skooma?
Need any supplies? You know where to find me.
Spare some coin. I was one of the Redoran Guard under Captain Veleth's command. A few years ago, I was out on patrol with 2 other men when we were attacked by some ash spawn. They sprung from the ground with no warning and killed one of my companions instantly. I was so frightened I ran all the way back to Raven Rock. Unfortunately, I'd left the other guardsmen behind and he never made it. Captain Veleth discharged me from service. There isn't a single night that passes where I don't regret what I did. But it's too late for that now. Another day of misery.
Do you sell skooma?
Looking for any potions? Ingredient? Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
You're not going to sell skooma, are you? Skooma! No, you don't sell skooma.
Remember, I have plenty of potions in.
Who are you?
Vendel Severin. A pleasure to meet you, Sarian. Always glad to help, Sarian. What can I do?
Abandoned building. Interesting.
Don't pity me. And don't look at me like that. Doesn't everyone pity the hopeless? Look at me. I'm no better than a beggar. I used to be a miner. A good one, too. I made more gold digging up ore in a month than some people earn in a lifetime. When the mine dried up, I was lost. I have no other trade, so I spend my time drinking my fortune away at the retching niche. Or I used to, anyway. That fetcher Geldis won't even allow me inside. Said I was bad for business. If I want to spend my last bag of coins getting drunk, that's my business. What does he care? You can try. If you can get that stubborn mule to let me into the niche, I'll make sure you get what's coming to you.
Okay. So we got one here. It's a side quest. Doesn't say what it's called, does it? Oh yeah, that's the one. It's called Feeding the Addiction. Is the mission name?
It
Right.
might take more than a simple request to change Geldis's mind. It can be
Confessions of a Dumna Skooma Eater. Where is the skooma?
stubborn.
I see a
could swing
pickpocket and see if I
pickaxe
can
better.
see if she had any skooma on her. I could steal and just give back to her. Where the hell do you find skooma? I know normally you have to buy it off like dodgy Khajiits out in the world, don't you? But there you go. Well, leave here. I'm sure there'd be somewhere to find some skooma. There must be some dodgy bloke out here selling some skooma. Whose house is this? That's a manor. That's gonna be in a manor, is it? You can't craft skooma, can you? Make our way out here to the stone. Think. Is that those Sylph Striders? There they are, look. something over there. Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have a little bit of a research off camera. We're at the end of the episode now anyway. So I say I'll do a bit of research off camera and try and figure out what I need to do. Bones of the Earth added. No idea what that does. Find out what we have to do to try and find some skooma around here to try and get that druggie to become the new steward for Neloth, and then hopefully we can get some more missions out of it. Of course, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.